Hello ladies, my name is Ashley Honeycutt, and I was originally making this video just for my team as a recap from our seminar, and I got to thinking, well, I could go ahead and put it up on YouTube so that other teams could hopefully benefit from it. So I got a ton out of seminar, and so this is going to be in like a several part series just because I can't even cover everything that I learned and everything that really spoke to me through the seminar. But I wanted to go ahead and start with the first thing that we even talked about, but also it was like, to me, it was the most impactful, and I feel like what I needed to hear most, and probably what many of you needed to hear most. So I'm going to be like referencing my notes, y'all bear with me. But I feel like with this business, it is so it's like self-propelled. Like you can only be successful in this business if you are doing your daily task and you are pouring into your business every single day. And I think that that's definitely not something that everyone is called to do. And I've done another direct sales company before, and just from that, I know that there are certain things that you have to do every single day, and that consistency really pays off. And if you want to be like, you know, big in this business, or if you want to really make money for your family and make a huge impact, and not just the money side of things, but also just to like speak into people's lives. And I think when I started SeneGence, and till now, which has been about 6 months, I see that God has shown me that He can use me through LipSense more than I could have ever imagined, which is really cool and really exciting. You know, like, I know that God can use me through anything, but I don't know. I mean, I was kind of going through a little slump of not knowing what my purpose was and not knowing what God's plan was for my life. And I know I'm not the only one, but as stay-at-home moms, a lot of us, and not that all of us are, but you kind of lose who you are. You lose your identity, and you kind of get wrapped up in your kids and their activities and your husband and his job. And my for those of you who may not know, my husband's a worship leader, and so he's a worship leader full-time, and we've been in ministry since forever. When we were married, he was in a full-time touring Christian rock band. So like, for real, it's been almost our entire lives. I'm 32 now. Yeah, I think. When you get so old, you just kind of forget and you have to do the math. But we've been married for almost 11 years, and so that's been 11 years of full-time ministry. And it can be, I mean, you know, it's awesome to see God move, but it's also can get, sorry, there's like traffic, so we live in a little bitty neighborhood, but wouldn't you know, this is like a giant truck that's coming through. I have no idea. But you know, I think even though you know, being in full-time ministry, you can still lose a little bit of that excitement and that newness of maybe what God can do. And not that you put Him in a box, which is funny because that's actually our sermon series for Easter, but we kind of do, you know. It's like you expect Him to move in certain ways, and then sometimes He just like blows your mind, and is able to work through you in ways that you never imagined. And so I'm definitely seeing that with my LipSense business, and being able to lead my team, and I don't know, it's just really cool just to further His kingdom through my business. So it's really exciting. But I want to like just get real with you for a minute. I had planned on going to seminar late. Like, a friend of mine couldn't make it, and I decided to buy her ticket last minute. Sorry, I'm getting like notifications, and it's super it's distracting. I'm like, squirrel. But I decided last minute, kind of. I mean, it was like 3 months ago, but it was after the tickets had already sold out a long time ago. And it was really cool because I'd gotten my biggest paycheck and that same day when that ticket came available, and I just felt like God was speaking into me Ashley, go ahead and, see if you can get that ticket. And so I did. I messaged her, and everything, it was kind of like a up and down, and I bought my plane ticket that day, and then I found out, I may not be able to get the seminar ticket, so it's kind of a little bit scary, but at the same time, I knew that I was supposed to do it. So I knew that everything would work out, and it did. But it's kind of like when you're going on a big trip and you know that like you have like these expectations in your mind, and sometimes it doesn't really live up to your expectation. And not to say that the seminar wasn't awesome, because it was, it so was, and it was exactly what I needed, but it was kind of like that, it wasn't what I expected. So let me just kind of go with you through, let you go through my thought process. So I'm a huge overachiever, to a fault, really, and love to succeed. But being a stay-at-home mom, I don't have a lot of, like recognition from that. And I know I'm not the only one, so that's why I'm just being honest with you guys. But from the very, very beginning, I knew that God would use me through this business. And a couple months ago, I feel like he really spoke into me and showed me that I was gonna be big in this business. And so be big meaning just rank wise and make a lot of money, and really make it to where we have more freedom. And like I said, my husband's a worship leader, and he absolutely loves his job. But he also like plays weddings and does corporate events and all kinds of stuff on the side too, just to put some more money in. And we are actually going to Ethiopia in June, and I'm super excited about it. This will be my 3rd trip there, and we sponsor kids through Compassion International. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, so in other words, we're making that extra money so that we can support those type of things, and give, and tithe more and all of that. But going back to, I'm an overachiever, and being at seminar, the first night I got there, I was 6 hours late. My flight was 6 hours delayed because of all the bad weather we had in the southeast on Wednesday. So I was able to get there, but I was late for my little thing, which not too late. I was just like at the last little minute, but I got there and I made it. And I found out I got a crown, and I'm a lady right now, and if you don't know what that is yet, so our ranks go from, your first line is like maiden with 3, and then royal with 5, and then lady is the second line with 5 people, and then it goes to countess, then duchess, then princess. So I'm technically a lady, but I also only have 3 more people to be a princess. So that was my goal for seminar. I didn't hardly hit it, but it's okay. But I got a crown as lady, and I was just kind of like, I feel like I kind of didn't earn this crown. As a lady, I wasn't expecting it, and it was almost like a participation type thing for me. Like I said, I'm an overachiever, so not that I'm not appreciative of my crown, but I almost just feel like I didn't earn it yet, And so I got the crown though, but seeing all the other, like I'm in Carly Crouch's downline, and oh my gosh, all the crown princesses and queens and empresses and like crazy out there numbers where they're getting their crowns, and like they're just like giant, like I should have brought my crown out here so you could see it, but it's small, which is fine. It's just, like I said, I'm an overachiever, and I hope that probably a lot of you are too, so hopefully you'll get what I'm saying. But seeing all the crowns, all the giant crowns, and hearing all the awesome stories, I kind of expected to motivate me more. And sadly, I had a really like big breakdown session with my husband last night as I was going, as we were like settling in after the kids went to bed, and it kind of did the opposite. So I had to really reevaluate that. So he was like doing his best to lift me up and tell me what a great leader I am for my team, and like all of those things, and he's just amazing and hugely supportive. But You know, like, it doesn't matter what anybody else says about you and to you. If you don't believe it in your heart, then you'll never be there, you know? And so I was like, okay, just let me go get a shower. And that sounds weird, but that's kind of my quiet time, because I have 2 kids. And so there's always a TV going or an iPad going or like somebody talking or like crazy things going on. And so my shower time is my prayer time. And I was gonna try not to cry. But so last night I got in the shower and I was like, God, I know that I'm supposed to be here, you know, like, I know that you put me here at this time. Like, this company is blowing up and this can be like a huge thing for my family, and not just for me, but like to further his kingdom, you know, and like for me to see my girls and what they're getting out of it by being leaders themselves, and finding their identity, and it's just awesome. But at that moment I was like ready to quit, you know, and but I realized it was my overachiever mentality that had me down, and I realized that was just Satan, you know, like, he knows exactly how to come against us, and that's my weakness. My weakness is that I want to be somebody, and I want to be something, and having that little bitty crown and seeing all of those girls who've done amazing things, and so a lot of them have done it in less time than I have, and you know, it's just, you can't compare though. That's exactly what I got out of, now back to my notes, sorry for like crying, but that's what I got out of it. Like, God showed me that I was comparing myself to others, and that's not what he wants me to do, because he made me special, you know, he made me. And I'm not that girl over there, or that girl over there, or that girl over there, and all of those girls with bigger crowns. That's not me. And so if I'm supposed to have a big crown, I'll get a big crown one day. But for now, I know I'm in the place where I'm supposed to be. And so I hope this made sense. That we all are each individual woman, and we all have a purpose for our life. And by comparing ourselves to others, we're setting ourselves up for failure. So from that moment on, I was like, you know what? I am where I'm supposed to be. It doesn't matter that everybody has bigger crowns. It doesn't matter that, you know, they have a bigger team. I'm not going to compare. I'm not. And so now I'm not looking to the sides. I have my blinders on, and I'm gonna go. So I'm really excited for my team, because I know y'all are gonna be there with me, and we're all gonna be there at seminar together next year, and we're all gonna have big crowns. So okay, this is about all the crying I can do for one video, but I'll come back to you guys with some more of my notes. Love y'all.